Today's drink is daytime acetaminophen from Publix. Remember, kids, don't drink the whole bottle at once, or your liver will die.
Leave that for the nighttime stuff.
All right.
Growing campaign brought to you by Heinz Ketchup.
Water.
I'm going. Ready? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our show, Growing Campaigns. A show where my close friends and I fumble through playing Dungeons & Dragons remotely and try to figure the best way to go about it. This week, I have a returning cocktail, my Willow Whiskey, probably my favorite so far. So if I ever actually make a bartender channel, you should go check it out and see how it's made. Links to that possible video is down below, along with links to maybe this video too on our figurative website.
They're already watching.
I don't like that you called it Willow Whiskey after you tried to murder me.
It was funny because the first week I rolled it out, I was like, I named this after a recent encounter, and you're like, what encounter?
I don't know. And then I was like, oh, I could have died. Never mind.
So come watch our shows with us at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And some of us will, watch it too, drink my cocktails, our cocktails, everybody's cocktails.
He, she, we cocktails.
Yeah. But I think that's it, unless anybody has anything else they want to get off their chest.
This fucking sucks. I gotta tell you. It's just... Alright, gotta let the hair down, get pissed over. Oh, no, I'm good. I'll tell you later about how I'm
and telling it how it is.
Oh, he's putting a tight bun back up.
Make it a loose bun, Ben.
Well, because I haven't
Loosey-goosey.
washed it in a while, so
We can't tell.
Okay.
You just told us though, so now we're judging you.
Now you're gonna
That's
tell
like, let me
everyone.
talk to your manager, bun.
All right, so last we left off, our adventurers got up in the morning, prepared to go find out who stole the bones of St. Andrals, aka the boneman.
The bone.
So hastily, they got ready in the morning and prepared to take off to find the boneman.
I'm intermittent fasting.
And as they were heading out of the inn, a familiar guard, Leah, insisted they come with her as she was instructed in taking them to town square for the Blazing Sun Festival. They all begrudgingly came with her and asked her to do them a favor in return, which she may or may not have tried to do because they haven't seen her since. So here they walked and they passed a bunch of like random town folk, either doing their last minute morning things or heading to town square themselves. As they made their way to town square, Leah pointed them to the makeshift podium or stage and podium that they were to go sit at. While sitting there, they watched floods of just really sad-looking townsfolk parade their way into town square and wait for the festival to begin. After a few moments, the burgomaster came parading in on a horse with his wife, the Baroness, on the back. He gave a short speech and then turned the podium over to our beloved UpDawgs, where Gudrun surprised everybody with
a great
quite
speech.
riveting speech. Just completely ad lib. I didn't warn no one about no speeches. It worked out pretty well. But anyways, So the main event comes along, and as things were moving along, the burgomaster was about to light the blazing sun, and as he went to, his torch extinguished and laughter erupted very briefly from somewhere out in the audience. Being the tyrant that he can be, or I guess it's an okay word, he decided to find this man and have him tied to his horse and paraded around the town square, being dragged behind his horse. This didn't sit well with Buyo, apparently, so he pretty stealthily and quickly threw a dagger to cut him free.
So glad that happened.
Kind of disappointed.
What? God, man, you hate Lars.
Are we the baddies?
So anyways, the situation was very tense for a moment. The guards finally got the sun lit, which kind of took attention away from this really shitty situation, and the Baron decided to make light of it, not care too much about him being cut free, even though that was not his commands, and kind of just decided to wrap things up and head home. As he was trotting away, Buya snuck up to him and began reading his thoughts and the Baroness's thoughts, and he found out a few small pieces of information, like the Baron wanted to wring his neck, and the Baroness kind of misses her former self and was thinking about her son Victor while they were heading home. After the crowd kind of calmed down, Buyo decided to talk to Lars, where he tried to be helpful, but didn't have as much information as they would have liked. And so then they decided to go back to their original plan, which was pursuing the boneman.
Damn right.
Here they went to the church and investigated. He was nowhere to be found, so the party kind of went about their own business and waited for town folk to come to the church. When they did, Helena was brewing some potions, Gudrun was off on his own, Buyo was doing Buyo things, and
Sniffing around.
More like
finally
cutting
went-
around.
We don't need to know what he was doing.
Exactly. Adonis was able to find out the location of a place. Milivoj, the gravedigger, boneman,
Man of many titles.
a man of many titles, is known to spend time at.
Millibones.
So Adonis has given you all this information.
Yeah.
You are all still at the church.
Some about 3 to 4 houses
Am I
down.
still in the wilderness?
No, everybody's come back.
Where's
So-
Gudrun?
He's just out there.
One with nature.
One with nature.
He does
Hey,
this
Callie,
sometimes.
nice to see you.
She's just hanging out there. Yeah, so we were told he's 3 to 4 houses south of the square. He's been seen going in and out of there. That's I think where we left with that.
We must have walked by it at least 3 or 4 times by now.
Is it his home, his place of residence, or is this just one of his many destinations?
It's just a place that people have seen him go in and out of. I don't know. No one seemed to know where he lived.
Seems a little suspicious.
So
Seems
are we
like
gonna
a place that we should go check out.
are
Agreed.
we gonna do this stealthily or are we gonna stake it out?
I was just gonna knock on the door,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
I
let's
didn't
lead
think.
with that.
Well, maybe not me knock on the door. Someone was gonna knock on the door, is what I thought. But since I'm not
No.
confident about knocking on the door, we can do whatever.
Do we pretend to be there for some other purpose, or do we just start with where are the bones?
I think we start with.
Maybe Gudrun should knock on the door.
I think Adonis should knock on the door, seeing as he's the one that would draw the least amount of attention.
Why is that?
He's the most normal looking person.
I do look
we
like
hang
a
out
lot of
with.
these people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Helena looks like...
I only have a small case of the bugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from afar she's okay, but
Wow.
Wow, Booyah,
lot
that's
of
the
bugs.
nicest thing someone's ever said about me.
You brutal.
I just speak the truth, man.
Alright,
Lady.
let's go
Okay.
then.
Let us be off.
This is why she stands 15 feet
You
behind
just-
us.
You're covered in bugs. It's a little off-putting.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not your type.
So
Yeah.
the church is on the far west end of town, and town square is kind of central. And just to remind everyone, the house was described as a boarded up 2-story house that was previously like a slate gray color that has become very worn. There's like the building's like sporting patches of green moss. There's like mud climbing up the foundation onto the sides of the building.
There's mud.
It's my kind of home.
That's her
I
terrain.
was just gonna say, sounds like the place you would like.
Well,
Do you-
let's go look
Do you guys
for them.
hear child making noise in the background? And
You
other
mean the
voices?
townsfolk?
Yeah.
No, I don't
No.
hear any townsfolk in the background. No, you're
All
good.
right.
Bloody commoners.
I really appreciate your concern for others, though, Gudrun.
Making sure we just are all getting along just fine.
No, we've got Ismark. His dad's senses would tell him if a child was in need.
I wish it
Like
was
when
that
we're in
easy,
need.
Adonis.
Isn't that what paladins do? They have like divine sense. So he's like, instead he's got just dad sense.
Yeah, so instead of sensing evil creatures, he just senses like a child about to fall off a couch.
Here
Oh
goes
no.
the party about to fight 50 bushes again.
Yeah, those bushes were walking.
You're all. The plan is to go to Milivoj's, where he's seen recently.
Yeah,
this
where
boarded
he
up house.
frequents. Yeah. Or seen recently, I
And,
guess.
Yas.
Just walking through town, no additional instructions.
Yeah.
I think we should check if anyone's following us again.
Oh yeah, wasn't there someone found? Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Helena, be our eyes in the back of the train.
Okay. I want to see if anyone's following us with my eyes in the back of the train.
I'll walk in the back with you, Helena, if you don't mind.
I do
Okay.
not.
Forget about Irene.
I got a 19 roll, which put me at 23 perception check. I know it wasn't prompted, but
Okay.
you take my perception check and you like it.
Okay, so walking out of the familiar large double wooden doors of the old stone church, you begin making a very familiar trek back to town square now. It's the second time you're heading there today, third time for some.
Yeah.
So you begin making your way like down this probably half-mile trail. Helena kind of keeping an eye over her shoulder the whole time. You're starting to get close, and you haven't really noticed anything other than the occasional townfolk walking by, doors closing, normal things you'll see walking by several homes. So along the way, you notice off to the right the oversized burgomaster's mansion's rooftop peeking up above all the other surrounding houses. A little further down the thoroughfare, you notice right on the main path there is the familiar Watchter's mansion, or Watchter's house, sorry. And then finally you reach the flooded dirt street that you know leads you to the town square. You arrive at the center, and there are a few town folk that are just kind of like milling about. Some people probably lingering from the festival, some people doing their normal daily things. One of the first things you notice is that stage where Gudrun gave his speech has been completely removed. To the north, there is that guard still sitting up against this kind of like smaller shack behind the docks. Anything you would like to do before continuing south looking for this house?
No. Not me.
Shrinking into the group as much as I can.
You don't have to try very hard.
Just not making anything too obvious, but trying to not be noticed or looked at.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Booya's like kind of stepping in Adonis's steps for a minute, and then kind of shifts over to Gudrun, just walking behind people as close as possible. So, Adonis, since you seem to be helming this journey, will you go ahead and make a perception check, looking for a 2-story home?
15.
You notice all the homes are 2-story.
15. These are lovely homes. Do I see any of the property brothers with that perception check?
You see everything. You see into your own future.
Oh my god.
It looks bright.
Oh my god.
Oh, good for you.
Bright, that's good because
Must
the sun,
have failed.
it's not bright here, so it means I'm not here. Oh my god. It means I make it out or I died. I guess.
Either way, you're not there, right?
Going to the good
so,
place.
You spend about 30 minutes or so making your way down here. I will say it's like getting close to the cusp of evening. You're probably, we'll just say like 4:30 in the afternoon. And walking south, you make your way just a few buildings south of the square, and there it is. There's a boarded up 2-story house, just as originally described to you. Very easy to point out. You notice there are a couple boarded up windows, and not mentioned was a good majority of that second story has collapsed.
Oh dear.
And is kind of like falling into the first story.
I'm gonna go ahead and before the day continues, cast Mage Armor on myself. Since it lasts 8 hours, so I'm just preparing for the rest of the day, kind of deal.
Easy enough. You see Adonis kind of put his hands on his chest, and these arcane glyphs just kind of shoot out from
I
his cloak for a
genuflect so
second.
that Ismark thinks I'm cool.
Adonis, you're gonna get all the women with that move.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm so proud, son.
I definitely wink at him whenever I do it.
Anyways, so
Oh.
there is what looks to be a functional front door to this building.
I give it the sweatiest knock in the world.
Such a greasy knock.
So sweaty.
What?
They could probably smell it through the door.
Grease Lord Adonis.
Do you wipe your face first?
God.
Are the rest of you standing
Oh.
near?
I would like to say I want the owl to perch, my owl, not the owl.
What,
Weird Al.
What owl?
Weird Al. To perch himself like on the house somewhere. Actually, if it's collapsed in, do you guys want me to just like have him look in the like top
Yes.
part?
Yes.
As you're knocking.
Well, no,
I would
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. Let's.
We're in a group right
Yeah.
outside the door.
As he does this, I would like to sneak around the back just in case he tries to make a run for it. I'm gonna kind of meander that way as quietly as I can.
So I wanted to look up there before knocking, and then if I see nothing, no movement, no movement, I knocking.
Guys, I go with Spider in too. I mean, but Weird Al's probably more effective.
I don't want you to
Okay.
get too fatigued.
Yeah, I don't really like spidering for no reason.
So go ahead and make a perception check with Weird Al.
Yeah,
That's
the rest of
a-
us will probably just be loitering.
That's an 8 on the dice. Oh wait. Ah shit. Did I get advantage? I don't care. Well, if I re-rolled, I got another 8. I got another 8, so it doesn't matter. So
Okay. Well,
Probably-
it has a +3, and it does
I got an 11.
for hearing and sight.
11 with advantage. 11 with
It's
no
an owl
advantage.
with Adonis's dull eyes in its head.
Yeah, they pop out.
So-
It's just my eyes on an owl. So it's just like tiny
Crazy
little
eyes.
eyes on this big owl head.
So Adonis kind of goes blank, and you see him like close his eyes and like he's gonna brace himself if anything touches him, and he just loses his senses. And Weird Al flies up into the rafters, and you just kind of see him disappear into this rubble. Adonis, what you were seeing is just a bunch of like collapsed beams and clay shingles that are piled up on the second story. There is like debris that has fallen, but it's almost like it's made a sponsored by Ski.
Thank you.
A back wall. It's almost like fallen and made like a perfect back wall, or maybe it's been purposefully stacked this way after the destruction.
Okay.
But Weird Al can't seem to get any
Can-
deeper.
Can I leave him up there, and then, like, as we go along with everything, he can like telepathically let me know, like alert me if anything changes?
Sure.
Okay. And then if Gudrun's already done his thing, I was gonna knock on the door after informing everyone I didn't see anything.
Okay, so you hear Adonis.
If Gudrun is sneaking around, Buyo is going with him.
All
What
right.
if Adonis needs help in the front?
What are you
What if
doing?
he's jumped?
That's what we're here for.
Oh yeah,
Anna.
I keep
Right.
forgetting about them.
They're always there, always watching.
They blank.
As you knock, a few moments go by, and there's no answer at the door. Will you give me a perception check, Adonis?
So many perceptions. That's 14.
It's an 8.
So through the door, you can hear some shuffling around the house. You hear some like soft clattering and what could possibly be maybe a muffled voice, and then silence.
I'm gonna
Um,
room
message
service.
message Adonis.
Oh yeah.
Hear anything? See anything?
A message back. Yeah, there's some shuffling in there and some, I don't know, movement.
Oh, sounds like twig blights to be. Better get ready.
Twigs. Everything's twigs now. So, wait, is there a door back there? Do you guys see a door? No door? Window?
I just see rubble.
In the back, there are like the actual exterior back wall is still mostly up, and there's two boarded up back windows. But yeah, the back side of the house is where most of the second story is crumbling down.
Do you want me to just open it? I message Buyo.
Yes. But be
Messages
ready
back
for
the
a
fire
surprise.
I not like trying to force it open. I just kind of test the door to see if it's locked. Like slowly turn. I don't know if it's a knob or just a.
It's a knob.
Okay, I turn it, and then try to push or pull it open, whichever.
Just a little.
Yeah. Does it
you
open?
You move it about half an inch, and it's pushing open, no problem.
Hello?
Gudrun, I think it's unlocked.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Want to go back around front?
Hello?
You can. I
No
still
return.
like to stay here, just in case.
There are no entrances in the back.
Oh, well, I suppose we can go back. But if he escapes at the back, I blame you.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna continue opening the door and saying, hello? Hello?
Sorry, you're just too intimidating. No one would answer that.
Hello? Hello? You're right.
So
Hello. Hello?
You begin walking in, and you can notice like immediate alterations to the house due to lack of upkeep. So the crumbling second story has been contained, and it looks like the debris has been strategically placed in the back to kind of form the best wall and like structural integrity that someone can. What remains of the ground floor is kind of like two separate rooms. Immediate to your right is a half wall that has an opening, and what would be a continuation of a half wall if it wasn't like destroyed. To your left and to your right, as the door swings open, are two like small ragged cots with just these filthy blankets and what are like two small lumps covered by blankets. In the far left corner, same story, same small cot and a small small lump under a ragged blanket. In the far right corner, there's this brazier with a makeshift chimney out.
Oh, brazier.
Yeah, oops.
Adonis immediately starts sweating even more.
Yeah, out of the house, like a makeshift chimney out of the house. As you take your second step in, the next thing you notice is a gray blur swinging right at your face.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's a 14.
That does not hit. Thank you, Mage Armor.
Mage armor.
So
Ooh.
someone stands up over this half wall and swings something at you as this blur comes at you. You actually like turn your shoulder into it. You still take like the brunt of the shoulder or of the weapon to your shoulder and kind of shake it off, and you see this like person probably a year or two younger than you with long black hair on either side, like panting, white knuckling a shovel.
Hey, whoa, are you Milivoj?
Yeah, what's it to you?
Hey, we just want to talk to you about something. I'm not gonna do nothing. Wait, don't swing that at me, man.
Make a persuasion check as he's rearing back for a second strike.
8.
Is there any opportunity for me to make my way back towards him?
Oh yeah, you guys are walking your way back, but he's just inside the door, and
Okay.
you haven't really seen any of this yet.
Just making sure.
He goes to rear back, and you kind of like flinch, and he puts a shovel down, and he takes a step back. Why are you coming into my house unannounced?
I said hello.
Someone I've never met just walking in. This is...
Well, you
gonna have to
didn't.
ask you
I knocked.
He did announce himself.
Look, we need to talk, and we're not leaving until we find some things out. And I do mean we.
I have no intentions of talking with you or anyone else you brought here. Leave me alone.
Tell us where the bones are.
Like right next to you, you hear like this like soft cough and like the moving of something under this blanket.
Oh my gosh.
And he ignores your question. He's like, I told you to stay still.
Look, we're not trying to, disturb anyone in the room. Could we at least talk outside?
You see him like kind of drop his guard a little bit, and he looks quickly at the three cots, and he's like, "All right, just close the door and come in."
Okay. Can anyone else come in with me? At least one person? So I'm not murdered?
I guess that's agreeable.
Hey, can one of you guys come in here?
Who do you want to take?
I just say one of you guys. Whoever feels the most.
I think you should pick.
I think we should make it.
Ismark, this is your deal. Come on.
What a cop out.
You picked Ismark.
Yeah, he's my dad.
Yeah.
So Jesse could talk to himself.
Yes. Kinda.
Coming, Adonis.
Well, you see, if I forget anything, Ismark's gonna remember because he has all the information.
Fair enough.
You can always message me. Don't worry.
So Ismark comes
I
to the
actually, I
door,
don't know.
and Milivoj is, shut the door. Hurry up.
Okay.
Okay.
I shut it.
All right, make this quick. What do you want? Why are you here?
We need to know where the bones are from the church, and that's it, and we'll leave.
I've never heard of any bones.
Listen, we know you know about the bones.
I'm gonna message Adonis. I can message through walls. It works like that. So
I know
let
it
me
works
know.
like that. I can message through walls too.
I forgot it works like that.
Very useful. Very useful.
Who are you talking to?
We know people that you know. And I'm not gonna put that person in jeopardy, but I know that you are aware of some bones, and then bones go missing.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you.
You're gonna tell us where the bones are, or we're not leaving.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh God.
Either way, we're leaving here with a set of bones.
Someone,
Yours are the
someone
ones we're looking for.
blow on the dice.
Smooth, Adonis.
Oh,
Smooth.
the DM blew on him. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Oh,
I was waiting for someone else to do it.
14. Plus nothing.
You see him like his brow is starting to sweat a little bit. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you expect me to do. I don't feel safe helping you. But I do know of St. Andrals bones.
Okay.
Yeska told me about them about a month ago.
Oh, that Yeska. What are we gonna do with him?
It's not the boy's fault.
Well, I know that. Am I look like I see? So there's like 4 cots in the room, or is there?
There are 4 total.
And one's empty because that's his, I assume. I realize that you're I mean, and they're all smaller than him, right? Okay, so,
Very small.
okay. I realize that you don't want to put anyone's health at risk by giving us any information, but the St. Andrals bones are what protects that church. And without them, I fear that something terrible could happen. Ugh. Adonis is very sweaty, by the way.
It's just a couple greasy boys.
Even so greasy.
So's Milivoj. He's sweating.
We're just standing there having a sweat off.
He has this like long black hair that's parted down the center too, and like you could see at his scalp that the hair's starting to mat together.
Oh no.
Uh,
It's not even a life choice. It's just how it is.
He's like, okay, but you two have to promise you did not hear this from me.
I don't even know you.
It's okay. You can trust us, Milivoj.
I was being facetious.
I was approached a few weeks ago by the coffin maker.
The coffin maker.
Henrik von der Vert.
Obviously, a very trusting individual.
Henrik.
Sweat intensifies.
Henrik what?
Von der Vert.
Oh no.
Henrik van der Vert. Let's just call him Henrik. Henrik.
Von der Voot.
Van der Voot.
That was so
Henrik.
hard for me.
Henrik.
Okay.
Voot.
Anyway.
So the local coffin maker offered me 20 gold pieces to take the bones from St. Andrals. I've been fed up not being able to feed my siblings and fed up with this bullshit that the Baron spews about all will be well. There's nothing well here. These festivals are a waste of our time. So I took action to try to help me and my siblings. And you see like a couple small eyes now begin to like poke out from under the blankets. There's like a tiny little blonde in the far left corner and two brunettes either side of you. Two girls and a boy. The oldest one probably being maybe 10.
We understand you're trying to look out for your family. Or whoever these people are. I don't know. The people you look out for. But, so we thank you for the information you've been given, but do you know where we can find the coffin maker?
If you follow the streets southeast of here, he's about a 45 minute walk. If you try to cut through the buildings, it might only be 30 minutes or so. He's got a 2-story workshop with a coffin as his sign.
Oh. Alright. Well, Ismark, I think we got what we needed, right, bud?
You were very helpful, Milivoj. I agree.
Isn't he so cool? Pointing at Ismark. Don't you just love Mark?
I am not really a fan of either of you invading my privacy today, but I will say you are both polite.
I bask in the fact that Adonis has been a good boy. And then I'm ready to leave, and I just do. I don't say goodbye.
Thank you again. And Ismark walks out too and closes the door.
All right, guys.
Well, what did we learn?
We got a coffin maker to talk to.
Shake down.
We need
Yeah.
to shake him. Ismark said shake down, so
Yeah,
Mark said shake down.
Shake down.
I believe
Ismark.
it's a noble cause. for
It
this
is.
What about shake 'em
down
up?
to happen.
Oh,
Shake
Gutrin
'em
says
up.
shake 'em up. I don't know.
We are the UpDawgs don't ever shake down. We only shake up.
There's only one way to shake in my mind.
I don't want to know how you shake.
I wink at Helena.
No. So is this coffin maker? Does he have the bones?
We'll discuss on the way, and then I basically just fill him in on everything I learned from the child.
Did the child tell you he had the bones? Or he
He
just
said-
asked him to
He
take
said
the bones?
that he.
He said he sold it to him, so it's the last
Okay.
he would have seen of the bones, whether he has it or not. He would have.
I guess I did kind of just assume he sold it to him instead of just took them. But I tell you that he bought them, so
Okay.
he said that we could either go through some of the buildings and get there a little quicker, or we could just get there in like 45 minutes. I'm cool with walking through the streets, but if you want to feel like, we're like, edgy, we can go through the alleys and stuff.
Yeah, let's go through the alleys. We don't want someone beating us there and warning him that we're coming.
I feel like
Agreed.
I'll follow you guys.
What do you know? It's like, come on, what was that? You backed off.
Ismark was having a moment of doubt. He's being dragged into the dark side of things.
Let's
Every-
break some kneecaps.
Just every time we've gone off path, it has not worked in our favor.
This isn't the Svalich Road. Come on.
A valid point.
Let your world be your Svalich Road.
If we walk with an intimidating presence among the alleys, no one will stop us.
You just gotta snap your fingers and
Gudrun,
stand
you
in a
go
line.
first.
I'm just gonna puff my chest out and walk with Wolfsbane out
You-
in my hand.
Pull your hood down too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my hood's off. I'm just like full fur, fangs kind of like
Oh, damn.
an axe, just walking around.
I'll have my fangs out too.
Helena
I
with her
sweat.
Normal feet. Okay, so who is helming this charge?
I'm
First, bros.
yeah, and I'm just making sure he stays on path. Just next to him. Just like slightly pushing him one way or the other, like, oh no, like, this way, stop. Where you got this.
I'm just gonna keep my eye on Buyo because I feel like he knows his way.
So
around
basically
the
my
alleys.
hands are around his hips
Actually
as he
don't,
walks.
believe it or not.
So I
I'm
can
gonna assume you do.
Fair enough.
So I need both of you to make investigation checks.
Oh my god.
I think that's a fail.
That's gone.
I die.
21.
Roll stands.
17.
Who are you talking? 7.
Or wait, who are you talking to, I guess?
Everybody, I guess. Go ahead and roll an investigation, as we're all trying to make our way through this town.
Walking fast.
I had a 17.
I have a
38.
16. 38?
Yeah.
9.
17, 38. 7.
So, as you're all walking through a fairly unfamiliar part of town, going in and out of buildings, trying to
Literally
find
going
this-
in them and then out of them.
Trying to find your way to the coffin maker's house, about 45 minutes past.
No.
Is
Right on time.
just keep looking. You guys like circle back a couple times. You're like, oh, I swear I saw this building.
The one with the coffin, right? Oh.
And finally, you find the building with the coffin sign.
All right, I am way too sweaty to do that again.
I turn off my intimidating swagger as we approach the coffin.
No, we're
Shop.
turning it up.
Okay, I turn up my intimidating swagger.
Roll a swagger check.
Okay.
He definitely needs to be behind somebody. Like, gee, how are you
Why is
doing
this
this?
dice? Why is this dice so bouncy?
That's the only reason I asked you to roll.
Are you greasy too?
I got a 1.
Oh man.
What a greasy
You
swagger.
have a great intimidating swagger as you kind of like trip over yourself occasionally, and
He
Can't
keeps
find your
sneezing
footing
at the
in the
worst
mud.
time.
I swear.
Just
What was I saying? Anyways,
He just has a real feminine sneeze, though.
guys, I can't handle another social encounter being the lead.
I feel like we know this guy has purposefully bought bones. I want to point out, you definitely said, or at least Ismark said that the bones protected the town at one point.
church.
Not just the church.
Oh, I thought it was the church.
It's a church.
He at one. I know that's the
Arata.
case now, but
Oh, so
Yeah,
Ismark
Rhonda.
said the whole town, so it's the whole town. That's what I heard.
Ismark would never
I
lie.
don't believe you. Go to the tape.
God, I gotta go back. No. What's our strategy here, guys? Do we like?
I think we need to find out what. Just see how shady he is right from the beginning.
I think
Maybe.
we go with.
Do we just
intimidate
go in and say, "Hey, somebody
Yeah.
died recently. Can we get a coffin?" Blah blah blah, and then what,
no,
think
we
we
go
Gudrun
in
rip
and
his
say,
bones
"Yo,
out."
what up? Where are the bones?" Like pretend it's a baby, Gudrun, and ask where are the bones.
But doesn't that put that kid in danger?
Not if we kill this man.
Well, we blame it on the other guy.
Whoa. I don't know if we need to escalate that far without knowing anything.
Well, Ismark, if we learned that this man had ill intention, would you be up for it then?
There's a justice system for a reason.
Oh my
Yeah,
we
God.
are. The Burgomaster has appointed us to be the justice system, if you don't remember.
He did for one investigation.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
one situation.
No, not in Booyo's mind.
Buyo's mind, it's like, I have a free pass.
We're the law.
No, here's the law. Here's you, Booyo. So, well,
Yep.
here's you, Booyo.
Oh.
Yeah, the law's way down here. Booyo's like right here.
The law is 3.5 feet
Ismark's
tall.
up here.
Okay.
What if
so let's
I
try
were to
not to
go in?
kill?
What if we were to go in and try to procure these bones from him for an even higher price? See
Oh,
if he finds
What
them
if we
so
just
valuable.
try and steal them
okay.
without him noticing?
We gotta know where they are.
We'll find him and steal him.
Okay, which one of you's gonna find them?
Sneaky boy. Maybe.
Gudrun?
Eh.
Spider?
I should not investigate.
Spider. Ooh.
But I can distract. I can keep him busy.
You want to distract together? Oh,
I will distract. Yes.
Oh boy.
Let's go in and see if we can get information. If we can't, then we can think about sneaking around and doing some hood rat shit.
Okay. Adonis is getting very nervous. He's just playing with his orb, he's just
I
polishing
open the
it.
door like a spaghetti western and kind of walk in.
I can
Oh.
watch Adonis polish his orb all day.
Oh
You
yeah.
said you're just gonna. What'd you say, Gudrun? Sorry.
Just gonna like throw. I imagine like there's two swinging doors like of a saloon. I'm just gonna like kind of open it up and just like, and just hand on my waist, just kind of like look around.
I make the sounds of spurs whenever he steps with prestidigitation.
So, you are all, as Gudrun walks up to the door, you're all taking in this building really for the first time. And the first thing you notice is just how uninviting this building truly looks. All of the windows are shuttered and closed up tight, and there's just a deathly silence about the establishment. As Gudrun goes in, he tries to push the single door open like it was swinging doors to a saloon, and his hands just go thump.
This time I
That
try
is
the
great.
doorknob.
That's that Gudrun swagger, yo.
You try the doorknob. The door turns, but the door's not budging as you go to push it, and you make some noise doing it, and you hear a voice from the other side of the door. We're closed. Go away.
I'm just gonna ram the shit out of the door. I'm mad now.
Ooh.
Go ahead and make a strength check,
Stupid. I'm
Escalate.
getting in there.
or you can make a athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Escalators.
Cut his head off with Wolfsbane.
19.
Ooh.
Woo! So you plant your foot right to the left of the doorknob, just shattering the door off the hinges, and comes like clattering down as a bunch of shit that's just barred this door shut. You could see probably like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 foot opening at the very top of all this shit as it comes crumbling to the ground. And
Do I see this guy?
no, not. There's only, like I said, there's only like the 2 foot opening at the very top of the door currently. But you do hear, "Go away! Leave me alone!"
Does nobody die around here?
Dude, I gotta get in there again.
I mean,
I gotta
Gudrun,
get
you're
in there.
already like breaking in.
Let's
Right?
go.
You might as well continue.
Go. Let's go harder. Here we go again.
Escalator.
How are you trying to break through the debris?
Wolfsbane time.
Oh, you're swinging with the axe now.
I'm gonna get ready to start creating bonfires in this building to burn it down.
Can I minor conjuration make a like fireman's axe and then hand it to Gudrun? Just like here's Johnny kind of moment.
Oh, Jesse's so upset.
Ismark, this is how the good guys do it.
Yes.
Go. Don't tell me
Sometimes I just don't have words.
to. Just like, why does he tell me to go away? I just tried to come into your shop. Let me get in there.
You guys, we let Gudrun lead. I mean,
It's your own fault.
So go ahead, just make an attack roll then.
Or shakedown.
Using Wolfsbane.
18.
Roll damage for me, just out of curiosity.
He's been warming up the 12s.
We got an 8 damage.
Just like with one upward swing, you all watch as like a bunch of these, just like crates and other, just kind of haphazardly put together wooden boards, just go splintering in an upward arc, like scattering all behind him, kind of like a wave hitting the rocks. Just these boards are just all over the place. And now there's just a small pile of debris that you can step over, and you see this older gentleman with black hair on top, gray on the sides, very short on the sides, longer on top, and he's got a kind of a short but well-kept beard that's all gray, and he's just standing in his workshop. There's these 3 long tables to the left of you with 2 smaller tables on the right. It's a fairly long, like corridor style room, and he's standing at the back, like at the back bench with a handsaw and a piece of wood, and he's like halfway through it when you just explode your way in, and he sets everything like down on the ground and just looks at you.
I want
I'll
to.
step in over the debris. It'll buff out.
I want to enter and say, "Good work, Gudrun," and immediately cast friends on this man.
Okay, wisdom save?
It's just straight up. I get a minute of charisma saving throw.
Oh, advantage to charisma saving
Advantage,
throws?
yeah.
And then at the end he knows about it?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I remember that
But he'll
one.
be dead at the end of it.
Well, what was his name? Cemetery Man.
Henrik.
Henrik Villavoger.
No, you're talking about this guy?
Vander.
This guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Von der Voot.
Heinrich.
Henrik.
Yeah. Heinrich.
Vander.
Henrich.
Yeah.
Whatever you
No,
want.
I'm Henrik. I'm speaking to Henrik.
Yeah.
We're looking for some bones. I was wondering if you could help us find them.
Well, I often put people in coffins for a living.
Oh no. We're talking about specifically like a set of bones. They've just been missing from the church, and we heard maybe you might have seen them recently. Hoping you could help us out. Tell us where they are.
Listen, I don't want any trouble. Okay.
Oh, we don't want any trouble either. We're just trying to find these bones.
Despite the way we came in.
Yeah, he's my friend. You're my friend. We're all sorry. It was a little rough getting into the door. It's a little cluttered.
I sneezed. My fault.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Booyah.
Yee. 18.
Okay, hear me out. I can tell you exactly where the bones are,
That's great.
but it wasn't my fault.
Oh, we're not trying to blame you either. But why'd you say it's not your fault though? There's no fault yet.
I was put up to acquiring them, and I was just protecting my life.
I believe you.
They are upstairs.
Okay, that's all right. Who's threatening you?
Well, it's kind of a story.
You don't need to tell a lengthy story. Just tell me who it is, and then you can tell me the story after.
I was asked by a well-dressed nobleman named Vasily von Holtz.
So Vasily.
The silly or the silly, like a title.
Vasily.
Vasily.
How do you spell that?
Vasili.
Okay.
Vasily.
I couldn't not hear the silly.
It's the silly Vasily.
Von Holtz. Well, hey, I'm a Von Silly. I'm the silly Von Holtz.
So
Hey kids.
he just came to me and he said he could bring me good business if I would give him my support. So I agreed.
That's not
And
good.
then the next thing I know, I don't know how else to say it, but there were 5 vampires in my home. And these vampires threatened me and told me to acquire these bones.
How did you know they were vampires?
I don't know if you've ever met one, but it's very distinct.
Is it?
Terrifying creatures.
Booyah's just sitting there like,
You definitely would know one if you saw one.
my god.
Real greasy again.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Let's see who's less greasy. All right, let's.
So for several days, I harbored these vampires threatening to kill me. But when I left for the festival this morning, I came back, and they were gone. But the bones are still here.
Oh no.
All right, that's very interesting.
We got loose vampires.
Well, if you mind if we take a look upstairs at the bones? Do you need them even?
I don't need them, other than if it gets out that I lost them, I'm a dead man.
Oh, you don't have to say that you lost them.
Just put some other bones up there.
Yeah.
Do you need me to make it look convincing that you were forced to give them up?
I think you already have.
I can punch you right in the eye. Come here. Stand still.
Come here.
Friends is just a minute, though. Just to remind you, I feel like it's in real time. It's been several minutes.
So he's at this point. He is like, he knows. He's just terrified of the whole situation. He doesn't fucking care.
Fair enough.
Reasonable guy.
If it's going to make your life easier to get these bones out of your building, we will gladly do that for you.
It probably puts me in a very bad spot. But I don't know what the lesser of these two evils are currently.
We can give you a black eye if that'll make things better.
You could always go to the church and seek protection there. You know, once we get the bones and all, it'll be safe there.
That's a very
Ever.
very good point. Thank you. But yeah, if you want to, I can get them for you upstairs, or
We will get them ourselves.
Well, we don't know
Show
where
us
they
the
are.
way.
Oh, yeah.
Show us the way.
He can lead us to the bones and hand them to us.
Will we be able to recognize these bones? We all look the same on the
Ismark
inside.
should be able to tell, right?
I was asked to find the bones of St. Andrals. I wasn't given the length of a femur, or
You took the
It
words
doesn't
right
have
out of
his
my
name
brain.
carved into it.
Stop. Get out of my head with the femur. I was gonna ask. Damn it.
St. Andrew.
Saint
Male or female?
Father Lucian will be able to confirm then.
I don't know how much time he spends with the bones.
Well, he was the one to notice that they were missing, so they might have been on display.
Yeah, to coffin, he's gonna have all kinds of bones.
You know what? We'll take his word. What is
Let's
he?
just take all the bones in the building.
Can I insight check, see if he believes that they're the bones?
yeah, make an insight check.
It
Is
must
that
be
a curve
engraved on the on the aforementioned
It's
femur.
not very good. 7.
He seems scared and genuine.
These
Scared and
bones have
genuine
wide
is
hips.
Genuinely
Booyah's
scared.
magic words.
That's. Alright, so.
Alright, come on, follow me. I'll take you right there.
Oh boy. I'm gonna stay downstairs. I'm just like chilling.
So in the workshop, like I said, there's the three tables that make his very long workbench, and then like kind of 2 separate sturdy workbenches. In between those 2, there's a door, and to the right, where you guys first walked in, is another door. This is for you, Adonis, as you sit downstairs. Henrik leads whoever's following him, which would be
I'll probably stay downstairs.
Me.
You know, too many cooks.
I'm going with
Okay.
Booyah too. Back up.
While they
Gudrun,
do
Booyah.
that, I'm gonna listen at the doors. Once they're gone.
I'm gonna listen to Adonis, listen to the door.
Not the band,
Okay.
by the way. Well, maybe both. We'll see.
So Henrik takes you in between to the door in between the two work tables, and you open the door, and arranged haphazardly here are just a bunch of coffins on the floor, more than 10 of them. It's this L-shaped room, and just seems to be like a storage area. Immediately to your right is another door that he opens, and it opens up to a stairwell, and he begins to ascend up the stairs. Adonis, make a perception check downstairs.
Oh boy. 13.
You listen real close, and you hear some creaks, and realize those are the feet above you now going up the stairs.
Okay.
Am I getting the heebie-jeebies at all? Is this weird at all?
It's
Or is
dark.
it normal? It's okay. Like dark that I can't see?
You would not really be able to see other than like the faint light that's at the top of the stairs. Very faint light.
I should be able to see something, right?
Yep, and you can see Henrik and around you. You're just in a very dark stairwell going up the stairs to the second story.
And I'm kind of leaning on Gudrun to make sure I don't bump any walls. Gudrun, what do you see?
Just an empty staircase.
An empty staircase. All right.
So Henrik gets to the top of the landing, and there's a door to his right and to his left. Both of them close, and he opens the door to the right. It opens up, and there's this L-shaped table to your right, and a large table right in front of you that has a couple knives, a corkscrew, and a few pieces of wood. This is his kitchen. It is becoming apparent as you see the cabinets and a few like morsels of food that are just left out on the table. He walks you diagonally through this room in between either side of the table. Adonis, is there anything else you're doing downstairs?
No, just hanging out, keeping, just
Thumb wrestling.
being alert.
So he opens the only other door in this room, and it is slightly lit, as it's probably only 6 o'clock at this time. There is still some light coming through the window on the left. You open the door, and it reveals a bedroom. There's a modest. It's a modest bed chamber. He has a cot, a
Fashion of
wardrobe.
bronze.
There's a bookshelf, and there's like a padded chair with a circular table. He takes a sharp right and walks immediately to the wardrobe, and he opens up both doors of the cabinet. And you see him reach in and press something. As he presses it, you hear a thud. And then you see him pull out the false back of this wardrobe. He reaches in and he grabs a bag, just a fairly large bag, and he hands it to Buyo, who is right behind him.
I'm gonna message and say out loud, message to Adonis and Helena if I can do both people. But boy, we would have had a real hard time finding these if you hadn't shown us where they were.
What was that?
We
I'll
finally
wanna
did
look in
things
the
the right
bag.
way.
Look in the bag, just make sure that it looks like some bones.
It's a pile of bones.
Pile of bones.
You don't want him to roll for it, just.
I don't have any sort of.
They're bones.
Even if you put your face in some bones with a roll of 1, they're still gonna be bones.
I know. Bones.
Now.
Yes.
Sniff the bones.
Henrik, are these the bones? Or is this a duplicate bones? Or triplicate bones?
Oops. These are the bones that Milivoj gave me.
You are sure?
Positive.
You're sure? And I kind of like get really close and like get angry eyes at him.
Make an insight check.
Ismar double crossed us for a second there. These are the bones I was given.
Gotta clear my throat there for a second.
Ismark, I thought you were down here with us.
Oh, I am Adonis.
That's weird. I just
Yeah,
keep
why
hearing
not?
voices in my head. That's
So,
weird.
sometimes I throw my voice and you can hear it all over the place.
That is such a cool trick.
It's a fun party trick.
You go to parties?
No.
Gudrun, he seems to be forthright, scared, and he seems to believe that these are the bones you're looking for.
These are the bones you're looking for.
Thank you for your help. I'm sorry for your door. May I give you some money to pay for it? Or does that look suspicious?
I haven't had much work lately. I got a bunch of wood laying around. I will take care of it. Please.
My apologies. I have a bit of a temper. Then I leave.
I'd follow right with him.
So, you all make your way back to the wood shop, and Henrik does not follow you down. You notice he's just kind of standing at his kitchen table, kind of like panting, looking down at the table as you guys are leaving.
Dogs.
Seemingly looking like relieved that you're leaving.
Probably made that guy crap his pants. My bad.
So you're
Feed
all
the
gathered.
baddies.
You're all gathered in the workshop with a bag of bones.
We high five.
Yeah! I
Awesome.
smack Adonis. I pat Adonis on the back over aggressively.
Oh, now we can save now we can save the rec center.
Make an acrobatic check, Adonis.
Oh boy, I get a roll dice. 16.
All right, you're sure-footed enough to, and used to his aggressive pats by now that
That's right.
you only lose a little bit of the air from your lungs.
Hey, I'm not as weak as you think I am now. Don't let this fool you. Wow.
We should get these bones back to the church as quickly as possible.
I sure hope they're the right bones.
They need our
Can we,
protection.
can we put this bag in our other bag?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
one thing that I would like to do on our way back.
Bags and bags and
No,
bags.
booyah.
What is
There.
that?
The individual that was being held in the Watchtower house, I think that we should free them.
You want to do that before making sure the church is okay?
We can send Irina or Ismark or both of them along
Oh God.
to deliver the bones.
We need to bodyguard the bones.
Or Helena, you can go and we can keep Irina and Ismark.
Oh God,
I'll go with you, Helena.
that's a big target on my back.
I got you, girl.
I feel that it's important that Helena, you said that she looked like she was trapped and held captive. I want to.
Yeah, kind of like how that one priest's son was being held captive.
Well, if he's a threat, if she's a threat, maybe we don't need to. Like if she's a monster,
She may be a monster or mentally unfit. Releasing her could create some mayhem.
I'm more worried about the 5. Was it 5 vampires, you say?
Attacking the bone carrier.
is
Yeah.
is this one of the?
I don't want the bones.
Who's the bone man now?
Oh, who's got the bag of
We're the
holding?
bone men.
Who does
Does
have
have
the
the
bag
bag
of
of
holding?
holding.
Well,
Me.
doesn't Adonis have? Do you have the bag of holding?
I'll
I've
have
got
the bag
bone.
of holding, I suppose. Yeah.
Let me check
I've
these
had it the
bones
whole
deeper.
time.
Adonis had it. Maybe Gudrun hasn't.
No, not me.
So you're the
Nah,
bone.
that ain't me.
I have the immovable rod.
Okay, I'll hold the bag. I will guard the bag. Do you want me to put the bag of bones in this bag so you can't tell that we
I'm
have
good.
that bag?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. That's a smorter.
And I just drop her in.
Going forever. Does anyone know how that works yet? Have we tried on anything less important yet?
Make sure you don't get them all. Make sure the bag doesn't come undone and they get all loose up in there.
Oh, you're right. Then I'll have to call every single bone out, and I'll just stick my hand in there and have to be like, femur, and then just have to name bones.
Lateral number 2.
All right, I
don't
keep
know
them in the
bones.
bag. I tie the bag off with,
Bone.
I don't know. I don't know how this bag is constructed, but let's just say the bag's tied off.
I will say though, Buyo, I don't disagree. I think we should return to the Watchtower House. Maybe there's something we can do.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
to
we can-
see what else is there. There might be more to the store.
I kind of just want to help them if there's something to help.
As long as I get my steps in.
We can drop off the bones first and see to Father Lucian that they are put away correctly. Maybe warn him about the vampires.
All right,
What if they're the wrong
I think we're on our
bones?
way.
ready for bone delivery.
Bone delivery crew.
So, knowing where the main trail is after going on your little side adventure, you're able to make your way back to the St. Andrals Church in, we'll say, less than an hour. 30 to 45 minutes go by.
7 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
I minor
so-
conjuration, making banana peels and dropping them in front of party members as we walk.
I shock and grasp Adonis.
I leave them for Helena, who's 30 feet behind us.
At least.
I want to make a perception check.
Fuck.
Please slip on a peel.
That's only an 8.
Uh-oh. I don't know how banana peels work, but
Take
You're
1d12 falling damage.
You notice like the kind of shift of the clouds in the sky, and you notice like this purple, like dark black purple feathered raven fly over top of you and land in some rafters. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check.
I should say it radiates
That's
dim light in a 5 feet radius
good
because I
raven.
made it that way. So it's a shiny little thing.
13.
Terrible for my ears. You manage to step on Adonis's banana, and you stumble forward where you have to actually put your hands on the ground to catch yourself. But you straighten yourself up and like pat yourself off real quick, and
She doesn't bat herself off.
no, you're smart. Sorry, but you just go right back into your stroll, and you're not sure where that banana came from,
But it is glowing, that's weird.
Yeah. Oh.
but it is glowing. That is weird.
That
That
is
is
no shock
glowing.
and grasp
That is
prepared.
weird.
I don't know. Thunderwave.
Make a general intelligence check.
Thunderwave. Where did that come from?
I failed a general intelligence check.
Okay,
Go
it's
Super
glowing.
Saiyan.
So it seems unnatural. You don't know where it came from.
Would've been 20.
Suspicious.
Would have been. I thought you said you failed at it.
Well, that's just in general.
So you can narrow it down to probably Buyo or Adonis.
No, I thought you were gonna stop at Booyah. You could probably just say it was Booyah. It's all the fun Adonis has left in him.
Yeah.
So
He's so
once
anxious.
again,
There's gonna be a 10-foot drop in front of you.
Back at it again. Back at it again with the bones.
Hey.
You find yourselves at the familiar wooden doors of the stone St. Andrals Church. Just strutting on in, successful with your mission.
Yeah, we
Check
feel
it out.
good. We did stuff.
Strutting with some barbecue, bro.
We didn't kill
There's-
anybody
Yeah.
Or kidnap anybody.
Yeah.
or get killed.
I broke a door.
We did it with talking.
But still, like, advance or like progress is up here. I'm proud of every last one of you. You could take
we
that
sweat so much.
I agree.
So
Sweaty.
as you all push through the front door, successful, we'll go ahead and take a break.
Oh yeah.
Walking, we're like, hey, yeah, we got the bones. We them boys.
We got the bows.
What a successful first half.
Yee yee.
I wasn't going to drink beer, but I think I'll drink beer.
I don't drink beer. It's January.
I drink coffee.
I drink skied water.
Oh, you're really not drinking this month?
Nope.
I'm really glad I didn't hang out with you this month.
Yeah. I would just been like, so you want to read a book or
Board game? You want a board game?
we'll read a
Board
board
games
game
are better when you drink, though.
and then not play
That's-
it.
You're right.
Board game good, board game drink better. Was that a cat?
Baby.
It was.
She's sleeping for 7 hours.
Oh, nice.
Crazy. Basically standing on her own right now.
Looking like a
I guess
baby.
babies are stronger than I thought they were.
Yeah,
I
they-
saw one bench press 50 pounds once.
They're no joke.
Those are my friends.
Don't
Ellie.
bother inviting Ben to Elliot's 6th birthday party because he won't come.
I didn't go to Ren's. That's right. Just the
Just the
sixth one,
sixth.
though. Yeah, I went to like.
Don't.
1 through 5, but
Yeah,
Yeah, but once it's year 6, honeymoon's over.
yeah. I should have told. I should have called her and said that's because you didn't want to go to my brother's wedding.
Get wrecked.
She totally roasted them. It's like, Rennie, like, what is it? Did he ask if she was gonna go? And she was like, I don't know. I think he said there'd be cake or something. I don't remember.
No, he said the hotel is a swimming pool. She's like,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
worth it.
It's worth
Then it's
it.
worth it.
She was totally just like, I don't know, I got a lot to do.
She doesn't like weddings because she thinks it's gross when people kiss.
Yeah. I mean,
needs to grow up.
at Katie and Ryan's wedding, there's a great picture. Like, the photographer's like, all right, you kiss, and everyone react or whatever. And she's just sprinting away from it. It's
I
probably,
forgot about that.
it's probably my favorite picture.
Yeah, everyone's like, ew, ew. And Ren's just straight up running.
It was a good moment.
Second only to the one where Katie's sister is giving her maid of honor speech, and and Ben is just looking at his beer like he's in love.
It's my Twitter profile picture. I'm just like looking like, what's this say? Milwaukee, huh? It's just like
Wow, it won the blue ribbon partnership,
she is just throwing herself. She's like, all right,
dude.
Like,
Give
I
her
want to
some
go
dice.
over there. No,
Give
we're
her
here.
some dice, man. She wants to play.
babies are just constantly trying to throw themselves on the ground. It's your job to not let them.
All right, here's how we're doing it. You gonna stand up? You gonna? There you go.
She's just the cutest.
She's pretty dang cute. Soon she'll be playing her own character.
She'll run her own campaign with the other kids.
I was 8 trying to be a DM. I can't imagine what it was like for other 8-year-olds to try to play Dungeons and Dragons with me, though. It's like, God, we just spent 3 hours making a character. What are we gonna do? Oh no, there's some goblins. You want to fight them? Okay. It's essentially what it was.
We haven't
I
seen
don't
one
think I-
goblin.
I know.
I mean, this isn't a goblin-y place. It doesn't
Freaking
seem.
mud people.
I've been
But
trying to
no
side with them
goblins.
this whole time.
What, the
Start
goblins?
Goblin uprising.
I'll join you. That's all right.
No, what's
They like the mode like me.
I can't believe how big that child is already.
She's a big baby.
Big baby.
She's in the 97th percentile.
Big baby
height.
alert.
That's a pin baby. You send that baby in, you'll get a pin for your hat.
That's an Ohio thing with fish. If you get a fish, every species of fish that you're allowed to fish have a length, and if you catch a fish at that length or longer, you put it into a website and they send you a pin for it. You put it in your hat. It's called a pinfish.
Pin baby.
That's beautiful.
So you got a pin baby.
Got a pin baby.
Biggest baby I've ever seen.
It's crazy to think 7 weeks ago she was still inside a person.
That is actually, yeah.
Uncomfortably.
It's weird, but it's true.
I was gonna say something really bad. I'm not going to. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, good.
How long's it been? Mark?
You gotta watch your language in front of her.
You're the only one that can hear.
I'm working up the nerve to say
Luckily
it.
for
Bernie.
her.
Go,
Working
sure.
up the nerve.
No, say it. I'm here for jokes.
Okay. Well, it's only 7 weeks ago she was inside another person, but it's even crazier to think 9 months earlier, so are you.
Bless him.
Nailed
That's
it.
good.
Oh, I forgot that I put Ismark in my phone.
Oh yeah,
Contact
Mark's
info?
in your phone.
yeah. He hits him up
Is
all
he
the
under-
time. Like,
Is he under best bud?
oh shit, I forgot to mark when we fucking went to stupid.
What app
Keep
is
it all
that?
in.
I listened to the whole thing anyway. I
Fight
don't know
Club
why.
5.
Nice. I like Fight Club.
It was not as easy as I would like to adjust things that aren't already in the app. Because they're not all the spells are in here. Ismark's not a normal character, so like a
I
normal
have
level-
all of the compendiums for expansion stuff that I can send to you, so that you don't have to type everything out.
Oh my god, I love you.
Good guy, Seth.
Oh. I don't remember what Father Lucian looked like, but
Or what he sounds like.
that's what I meant to say.
Hello, I'm Father Lucian. I don't know. He was.
y'all!
I'm here to talk
Father
to you
Lucian
all
here.
about the glory of the Sun Lord and how he is the savior of us all.
The
an
morning
excellent-
Lord
glasses.
is a
That's an
sweet ass dude.
excellent picture. That is an excellent picture. I love it.
Halfling nimbleness, you small. Naturally stealthy, you hide. What does this say?
You can
Brave,
read
not
that.
frightened. It's a little hard to read, but yeah. You hide, you inspire, you small.
This is my quick notes.
Yeah.
Hashtag pro. Okay, our music's good. Everyone good?
Yep, I'm ready. Sorry.
Welcome back to the madness. You-
My name's Lucian. God damn. Oh wait. Oh shit.
Is that Rab dude?
Everyone's right, dude.
No,
Oh shit,
it's Father Lucian.
that's the wrong song. Anyway.
I should just do an episode where you all
Everyone.
get sick, and the only thing you can hear is my Radu accent.
That's fine.
It's a curse. The curse of Radu.
The curse of
Why
Rod.
do we all sound like Radu?
The curse of
You all
Rod.
have to talk like him too.
Yahoo.
So, Adonis, when we left off, we had went to Milivoj and then Henrik, and you got the bones, and now you're confidently walking the bones through the large wooden double doors to the stone St. Andrals church.
I got some bones.
You push both double doors open, and there's a few people, 3 or 4, separately, quietly praying at their pew, like in different areas of the church in the pews.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew.
Is there Is
Pew,
the
pew.
altar boy around?
Yeska is nowhere to be found currently, but
It's fine.
Lucian has a broom in his hand. He's just kind of tidying up the place.
This just reminds. Never mind.
We'll go up to Lucian and tell him that we've accomplished the task that he gave Ismark to retrieve the bones of Saint Andral.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Where are they currently?
They're in the bag over
they're
there.
in this bag, in this other bag.
Would you like us to pull them out here, or would you like us to go somewhere else to pull them out?
Please, I will take them.
Okay.
Okay.
I reach in and I concentrate. I'm just whispering bones, bones, bones until I feel something, and then I take them out.
You feel the bag that all the bones are in, and
Bones.
here they are, and you hand the bones over to Father Lucian. I'll have to put these in the back for now, but I will put them in their rightful place when I have some privacy.
Are they the right bones?
I sure hope so.
Okay.
And he starts untying the bag, and he looks in. These are right. They're
Oh
correct.
God. Yes.
As he opens the bag, though, you kind of see this amulet that he has around his neck light up through his shirt.
That's a good
And he
sign.
closes them, and he seals the bag again, and it goes dim.
Doesn't Ismark have one of those amulets?
They're different.
All
He
right.
does have a glowing amulet.
Same, but different.
I was hoping he'd open up the bag and they'd all fall out. Like, oh god,
Dang it, my
it's
bones.
bones everywhere.
Oh, wait a minute! Hold on! Nothing to see here!
Bones.
Please don't look at me. I'm so self-conscious.
Father Lucian. We should say that. So, how do the bones work? Like, do you have to do something, or do you is it just like, oh, they're here, so we're good now, like we're safe? Like, how does this work?
Are you familiar at all with divine magic?
No.
These bones were blessed after the passing of Saint Andral himself, and they make the lands there, they make this church hallowed ground.
So we were told that a set of 5 vampires, the individual that had these bones was visited by these vampires, and were threatened. He was threatened by them. Is there any? Does that draw any connection to you?
Well, I can't say I know anything specifically about 5 vampires, but this is precisely the kind of thing these bones will protect the church from.
Why was it that I would have thought that the bones, wherever they were, would protect an area around them, but it's just holy ground area that they would protect? Is that how this works?
Unfortunately, them being Saint Andral's bones, it is only this church that they are able to protect.
Ah. Could they have done anything to the bones?
If they were... There are powerful means to dispel even the holiest of rituals.
But you don't seem to think that they could have done something.
Not after the reaction my amulet had to them, no.
Well,
that's good.
just wanted to let
We
you
did
know.
go through a lot of trouble getting him.
We could have gone through more, Helena.
Okay.
I mean, it's good to have a safe place in the town.
You're right.
But-
maybe I overstepped a little bit. We
I
were all gonna team up on him, but
you just see-
okay.
You just see a smart doing this.
I'm
trying to gain Ismark points right here.
can we punch our Ismark cards?
Did not murder. Check.
Oh hell yeah!
I think you guys probably got like 3 Ismark points today, and you've probably only gotten 1 cumulative over all the other sessions. So
All right,
40% of the way there to a free
Murder.
a second Ismark.
Yeah.
We get another Ismark.
Bonus
Wow.
Ismark.
I get a stepdad too?
Oh boy. Dad, meet Dad. Well, we wanted to let you know about the vampires just because I don't know, just so you're aware. There's just keep an eye out, I guess.
That is very concerning, and I hope everyone in town is safe. Hopefully things don't escalate too far.
Escalate.
Maybe, if you don't mind another favor, you could spread the word to get as many people here at night. Let them know that there may be dangers in the streets, but I do warn you that if Baron or my sister finds out about you spreading word of harm coming to the city, they would not take kindly to that.
Who is your sister?
The Baroness.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I do happen to know that she misses you dearly.
That is nice to hear. We haven't spoken in several years.
Oh.
What do you think of the Baron?
The Baron and I have never really seen eye to eye. He thinks my holy place of protection for the people is a waste of space and time. He believes he can protect the town himself, and he resents me for people believing they need someone other than him. But we keep to ourselves and we don't get in each other's way, and this is why I haven't had a chance to talk to my sister in several years.
Do you believe
Fighting a good
him?
fight.
Do you believe him to be a danger to the rest of the town? Given your position as a holy man with holy relic, knowing your ability to protect people, and his thoughts that he can protect people, whether they're true or false.
I think he is naive, and I think he's brash. Occasionally he oversteps his power, and it's unfortunate to see. For what I can say of the dreadful place that we are in, he hasn't done the worst job. But that being said, I would much rather see someone else in power, but there is no one else. No one wants the position. Half the people here don't really leave their homes, and if they do, it's as quickly as they can and just try to get away, or they're just going from their home to the church for protection, or their home to their destination. There's not much ambition, and I know Lady Watchter's husband had conversations about it many years ago, but he's no longer with us now, so those conversations have been dead for a long time.
How did he die?
Widow.
He was an old man. There was no foul play.
How do you feel about the widow, Mrs. Watcher? Mr.
She's very strange ever since her husband has passed. She shows streaks of kindness, but the last few years she's mostly kept to herself, hardly leaves. I know she doesn't keep tabs on her two sons that just get drunk and vandalize and run around.
Damn kids.
Did you conduct the funeral services for her husband upon his passing?
I did. Quite a few people showed.
Wow.
What is customary for your dead bodies here? Obviously, most of them are buried. Is that how all bodies are dealt with?
Unless otherwise specified, but I haven't had anybody ask me to make any other arrangements other than being buried in the church graveyard.
Is Lady Watcher's husband buried in the church graveyard?
He is.
Well, I thought there was more.
Oh no.
There could be.
I just want to go look at the grave. I feel like she's weird, so maybe something weird's happening there.
You just want to storm out and do it now, or you just that a mental note for later?
Just mental for later. Yeah.
Um,
I need to go look.
Just making sure. Sometimes Gudrun's
you're right.
We
impulsive.
want to escalate.
You're right. You're right.
Escalate.
well,
Create campfire.
well, gang. We did the thing. We got Bones back. Wow. We didn't have an issue.
I do appreciate everything you've done for us, and I mean that as a town as a whole, and I will hopefully find a way to pay you back. I don't have a lot of money to give around, but I'm sure there's something I can come up with to repay you for the great service you've done for me and the many people who visit this church.
Well, you talked about divine magics before. Are you very skilled in healing or otherwise?
I do have some talents, yes.
How strong a talents? Like if we had
I've been
cursed
practicing.
items or just curses in general. Is there anyone powerful enough to deal with that?
Well, I had mentioned that these bones could be dispelled. I do have the capability of dispelling magics. If you are diseased or maybe have a mild ailment, condition, I usually can heal that. I've actually have fixed the blind or the deafened at times as well.
I'm
I have
gonna
a bad
rush
case of the
forward at this
bugs.
point. Yeah, Sam.
What was that?
I have a bad case of the bugs.
I am hairier than I used to be.
I really got the bugs bad, Doc.
Jesus.
They're everywhere.
Cure us, Pastor Man.
Please help me.
You say crevice, I say bugs.
Please, sir.
There's so
Can we
many
be
bugs.
Lord?
Travis.
No.
Cure us.
Crevasse.
Cure us.
I proceed to point to the various bugs.
Have you named them all yet?
There's too many.
I
They're all
can,
Adonis.
I'm more than happy to try for you, Helena. I don't know that my lesser restoration will be able to take care of you.
Thought you said it was Dispel Magic.
Well, he said he can
I
do
could
that too.
as well, but I definitely don't think that's your ailments.
Yeah. Well, it's worth a try.
I mean, Gudrun's just hairy.
I promise
how
I won't
much
see
could
the
a-
bugs.
Okay.
I don't
If
think
you
it's contagious.
if you would, you are slightly taller than me. Would you mind kneeling down? You watch as his pendant begin to glow this bright white light, and his hands glow as he puts his hands right under your jawline, touching you on either side of your face, and you feel this subtle warmth. It feels nice. There's something pure about it. As the white light starts to light up your your neck and your chest, and it passes through you, and he lets go, and you let out a sigh, and then a cockroach just crawls right across your face,
I still
ducking-
got the bugs.
ducking away into your
Ear.
hair. Oh, even worse.
Damn.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'm sorry, Helena. I wish I could help.
One that could
They're
help.
not too bad. Fix my
Um,
bug.
I do
Who's
know.
the most powerful, holiest person you know?
I don't know anyone personally, but I do know there was a very well-known Abbey of Saint Markovia that is located in Kresk.
Okay.
Some of you may recall that this is where Donovich asked you to take Irina.
Yeah.
We've just been dilly-dallying.
Okay. We've been delivering wine.
Delivering wine and getting boned.
Yeah.
Haha.
Well, we've got flips to the quest page. So many things we could do. Choices and choices. Let's see.
Can we shave Gudrun?
I could write that here.
Haha.
Ellie says yes. Shave Gudrun.
Do you?
So, I
is
know
this, is this part of your spell book? You have a back section that you're just scribbling down things that you could do.
Oh, we have to go back to another event in a week? Well, we gotta book that. Looks like maybe a beheading of sorts. Investigate a windmill. There's a mad wizard, possibly. Irina talked about it.
I was interested in the Mad Wizard.
There's the wine
You said
gyms,
that,
which are all
yeah.
gone. And oh yeah, we got those. We got those.
Listen,
But I want to go there.
we've been thinking about that windmill
As a
for a
reason.
long time. I say we do it.
Okay,
I
but
love
okay.
this.
But why do we go there? Give me a good reason, and I will agree or disagree.
For
Because I own it.
We were told not to.
I just meant,
That's why
is it gonna help us?
I'm gonna flash at this point. Flash the deed to the windmill. This, it says, it is the belonging of the family from way back when,
Yeah.
and the two children who had died from way back when.
this
Now it's
is a
in my possession.
special
So
leprechaun flute.
I feel like
What family was that, Buyo, since you have the deed so handy and ready?
Come on.
yes.
What were the kids' names?
It is the deed. Thorn and this. No.
What
do-
what has thorns on
Yeah.
it?
Rose and Thorn.
Yeah. I just
Coming back.
Dirch. The
Durst.
Durst family.
Durst.
Durst.
It's Durst.
so close.
Yeah, it's Fred Durst.
There it is. I love it.
So okay. See, okay, druids.
I've never been so proud.
Okay,
Wait, were those the two kids that we met in that first place?
yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
Day
yeah, let's go
two.
there. Mystery.
Thank you.
We should go investigate. Maybe this will bring about some knowledge of why we are here, why we were all brought together.
We should remember, though, that that family was cursed by Strahd, and that house was cursed by Strahd because he didn't like him, apparently. They tried to appease him with sacrifice and whatnot, and he was like, nah, that ain't it.
So
I don't know why.
we also have. I'm just trying to get everything. Druids of Yesterhill and
Mm.
what is the other gym? It's with the
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
In the ruins
that-
of Berez.
Okay.
And scarecrows.
What's the... Out of character, what's that old tale of Baba Yaga? I forget. Is that that's not like a
We were talking about
gingerbread
that
type
before.
No, but she's a pagan or a Slavic.
She like steals you in your sleep or
Slavic.
something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she's a Slavic, mythological creature, I guess, or
old tale, old wives'
yeah,
tale.
yeah, like a Slavic old wives'
Fable.
tale. Yeah, where she would.
For children.
There's. I'll have to look it up. I actually read it recently.
Baba Yaga.
All right.
Baba Yaga. I remember I had like
old
a
woman.
point and click adventure of the goose and Baba Yaga or something like on the
So
on
there's-
the old Mac 2.
Supernatural
3
being
years
appears
almost.
as a deformed.
That
or
means you already know
ferocious
how to beat this.
old woman.
If I can dig it out of my 8-year-old brain.
She flies around in a mortar, wields a pestle, and dwells deep in the forest in a hut, usually described as standing on chicken legs. Didn't that
Chicken
one
legs,
girl,
yeah.
Didn't freaking Fiona watched her like take out like a little mortar type thing and freaking hit us with it?
It was like a baton, I think.
Oh, maybe she's freaking Baba Yaga.
I have the baton,
Ah,
actually.
That could be it. I actually do want
now I'm kind of curious.
So we saving the wine. We
Gee.
checking out a windmill.
I seriously want to go to the windmill. I
The
really
wizard
don't know.
is actually back
I
toward where the
say-
windmill is, I believe.
Okay,
And so we set our demise, I feel like.
No, the wizard.
The
Irina talked
wizard.
about the wizard whenever we were coming from.
Yeah,
Village
the
of
wizard,
Barovia.
the crazy wizard.
The wizard would be helpful, I think.
Here's Valakai.
Yeah,
So you came in from the west on Old Svalich Road.
came in from the east.
So yeah, you're traveling west.
Yeah.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
you're traveling west. So southeast, well, pretty far east, and then you come south and a little west. On the Old Svalich Road is where the windmill was. When you came across that crest, where it was like a direct west shot into Valakai, you could see the mountains east of, well, to the north, right to the right of you. There's the mountains, and Irina told you about a wizard who is known to be found at the base of Mount Baratok, which is north of Lake Zarovich. So in Valakai, there are 3 gates. You have the Morning Gate, and then the Zarovich Gate.
The Fug Gate.
So we would
Nice.
need to take the Zarvich gate. Okay.
The Zarvich gate opens up to Lake Zarvich, which you've seen once with Weird Owl. And yeah, so north of the northern lake is the mountain.
Well, if
Sorry,
we
I
went,
could have probably explained that quicker.
North of Malachi is the northern lake.
well, if we went to the windmill, that's like a 5-hour trip, I think.
A 3 hour.
Or 3 hour? Yeah. Or
3-hour
that was
tour.
5.
I was just singing Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
I got notes. I don't remember exactly how far off the top of my head.
But I figured it was gone.
Ben doesn't want to go to the windmill, guys.
No, I just want to know what the.
What's the point?
I do. Ben
What's
wants to
the
go
point?
to the windmill. I want to know because we didn't go. But
Completionist. That's why we're going.
Let's just go to the wizard,
Because
and
we
then on the
got-
way we just check it out. You know, poke our heads in.
well, the wizard's north. This seems like it's
Yeah.
east.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a vote.
poke our
Everybody
heads.
vote. Wizard, wine, or windmill. The 3 W's.
That's right.
Wizard, wine, or windmill. If we vote wine, we'll have to figure out which one of the 2 we go to. But wizard, wine, windmill.
Oh yeah.
www.
Adonis.
Oh god.
DutchMasterGaming.com.
I'm partial to wizards, so wizard.
1 vote wizard. Booyo.
Booyo wants the windmill.
Windmill. Helena.
Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga.
That'd be wine.
Wine.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 for each.
Oh shit.
You did this on purpose.
Irina.
You can't ask Irina. This is our adventure.
He's got 2 votes.
Yeah. Ryan's so trying to avoid.
I'm quite interested in the tale of.
Oh yeah,
the
she
mad
brought it
wizard.
up. Yeah.
2 wizard, 1 wine, 1 windmill.
2 wizard, 1 wine.
Ismark.
I'm very fond of helping the people here of Barovia, and I
Oh
thought
my
the
God.
Martikov family has done a lot for us and a lot for these people. So I would like to help the winery.
So 2 votes wine,
You're gonna
2
say
votes
windmill, aren't
wizard.
you?
and I vote windmill. Damn it.
If only we were able to protect Callie.
God,
Okay,
Boo.
let's- Can we do a? I happen to have this
Jesse as DM
6-sided
wanting to remind everyone.
I happen to have an owl. He needs to
6-sided
vote.
die. 6-sided die. 1 and 2 windmill. 3 and 4 wine.
Oh.
5 and 6.
Put it on
Wizard.
camera. It's gotta be on camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
1, 2 is what I say, wizard. 3, 4 is wine, and 5, 6 is
It's all W's.
Didn't ask the baby.
www.barovia.com.
Yeet.
Quickly.
4.
No wait, wine. That's wine.
Wine time, baby.
It's wine time. Baba Yaga.
Live, laugh, love.
Or the druids.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Which one's closer?
We did
That's
lose
it.
Oh,
Callie
shoot.
on that road.
1 through 4.
1 through 3.
1 and 2, Baba Yaga. 3 and 4,
Druids.
Druids.
Oh, I love it.
5 and 6, the third one.
5 and 6, the windmill.
What? That's.
2, Baba Yaga dies tonight.
Wait, why did you roll a d4 whenever you said 5 and 6?
I was kidding.
Oh my god, he did a joke.
It's rigged.
So, we going to Baba Yaga? This seems like the
The
only
best
way
part
we're gonna.
about this is only
pick
one of
anything.
us is happy.
Two of us.
Let's screw up an
This
old
part's
lady
happy.
again. We spend some time. Actually, do you guys want to? We talked about this briefly. Weren't there young people tied up at the?
Oh shit!
the
Yeah,
thing?
we were gonna do that.
Oh, there were kids.
Do you want to save some children?
There were 2 males, 2 adult males, a female, 2 children, and then Lady Fiona watched her.
You can't free children without parents, can you? Oh no.
That's a bad idea. Yeah.
What if they have parents?
Well, what if their parents are also up there?
Here's what we do. We wait until nightfall. We
That's a
travel
good point.
at night. We free these kids, and then we leave. And by the time we get back, they'll have figured something out, I'm sure.
We need
Help
to
kill the
sleep,
kids.
or else, we end up rolling a disadvantage for 3 sessions.
Yeah, good call.
I'm not a
Okay.
big fan of this plan. I think we should go straight to the Baba Yaga plan.
I have maybe another solution.
Uh-oh.
If we
What's this
could,
Mark ought to say?
there are a lot of abandoned homes here. What if we found Milivoj and his siblings a more suitable place to stay, help them slightly financially, and then if these 2 children do not have parents, they could help out and be a part of their little community.
Well, fair.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to knock
I-
on his door again.
I personally do not have that many funds, so it would have to be a group effort to
Yeah, I think
stabilize them.
I got 5
The
on
church
it.
does us a favor.
Church.
Maybe why
Maybe-
don't they just stay here?
Maybe there's work for the church, and
Yeah.
all of them could do it for food and the occasional coin. But I'd be willing to part with 20 of my gold.
They'd be
Towards
safest
them.
here.
This is a
Um,
very good point.
End of the
You
day,
hear
we
the babies
Good.
crying?
She agrees. She agrees again.
she double agrees. Well,
I care nothing for coin at this point, and then I throw 20 in.
well, we gotta save some kids at least. So we save them first, ask questions later.
Father Lucian, would it be agreeable if we gave you this 40 gold that you take in Milivoj and his siblings and maybe a couple others,
45 gold.
and 45 gold, and find a suitable place for them within the church where they could stay, work? I do find that agreeable. I believe it would work out for a while. I don't know how long, 4 or 6 people will be fed. You know what? Don't worry about it. We'll make it work. This was a very generous thing that you brought to my attention.
Alright. Time for
Let's go, team.
covert mission. Time to save children or maybe halflings.
If they're halflings, do we?
Do we
Lock
put them
them
back?
Hey,
Wait, what? I was just asking.
none of this talk about halflings.
Well, then they'd be
Put
adults,
back.
so you just...
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in
we
need,
put
they're in
Booyo in
need.
there, and then they think, wait,
Oh,
that doesn't help. Alright, crap. So, you want to hang out at the inn until it's dark, and then enact?
should we go talk to the boneman? get him moving there, or are we just getting?
I guess
Just
we could
getting
let
the-
him know. He doesn't want to see us, but I mean, he needs to be aware of our plan, I suppose.
Yeah.
A lot of backtracking. What if Ismark talked to him? Because he's probably better at it than us. And then we can go on a separate mission
Covert.
to get the kids.
Irina, would you like to accompany me on this?
Ew.
Sure. I'll go as well. All right, we'll go talk to Milivoj, and you all can prepare whatever you plan to do tonight. I would prefer if you treated your endeavors tonight like you did earlier today, and there's no bloodshed. If there is, don't tell me.
We won't
about
tell
it.
you.
Don't
Glad
get
we're all on the
caught.
same page.
Don't get caught. Don't. Oh.
Kill who's needed.
And then we're on our way.
The bugs.
Out of nowhere.
I find myself like my heart filling a little more and a little more with every subtle detail that you guys remember.
The boneman.
The boneman. He's got the stinky bones.
He's just stinky bones in the
Those-
bone, man.
It's closing in on like 8 o'clock now at this point.
To the night closes in.
So Ismark and Irina are going to talk to Milivoj.
They'll be the nice faces
rest
who
of
talk to
you-
Milivoj. Yeah.
The rest of you are going to the inn to wait till nightfall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing.
Late night. Then we will discuss a plan at the end. We're
Okay.
gonna do this heist.
So you all have
Drink the last bit of wine in Barovia.
like you and Irina, like the group and Irina and Ismark have the same way to walk for quite a while before the path splits off towards the Blue Water Inn and Town Square. So you're all just still walking together. Small talk. Actually enjoying your evening because maybe for the first time since you've been in the entire Valley of Barovia, this is the first time things are successful.
We had a successful day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody died all day
All day.
in front of us.
You're about
There's still time.
You're about halfway between the church and Town Square, probably a 15-20 minute walk. And in the direction of where you just left, the St. Angel's Church, you hear a loud ringing of church bells. This is something you have not heard one time since you've been in Valakai.
I say, lovely. And then I start heading back that way.
Hey,
Yep.
Mark, do you know what this means?
I have no clue.
Is this a sign of an alert, or are they celebrating the bones being back?
He starts following Adonis and saying, I really have no idea.
Oh no.
I mean, unusual and loud sounds. Probably not good.
They scare me.
Hopefully it's joy,
So a minute-
but it's hard to think it would be joy.
So a minute or two passes, and the church bells are still ringing loud. And now you can hear faint screams over the church bell ring, or the church bells
shit.
ringing.
My quick walking has
Is it
turned
happy
into a
screams?
nice jog.
Yeah, we're running, baby.
Out in the distance, you see chaos, just caused by crowds of people running in different directions, all away from the church.
Those
Dark.
dang vampires are here.
Dark clouds begin to fill the sky
Oh my god.
as whatever light there was is gone. And it is now night.
Oh boy.
An uneasy feeling begins to sit uncomfortably overcoming you. And a few moments later, as you jog towards the church, you hear a familiar chant. Call to arms! Echoing through the streets. You all begin to, at this point, run in the direction of the church.
You know, I'm way ahead. 40 speed. Let's go.
40 speed.
Oh, yeesh.
You make your way back to the church. You're starting to get close, following the main thoroughfare, and you are now starting to see torn to shred bodies
Oh.
littering the streets of Valakai as people are literally running into you, trying to get away from this. There is incredible chaos, and you make it back to the church, where you see a few creatures just bent over, tearing into civilians, shredding them, and you hear violent screams within the St. Andrals church.
Wait, so we can see the creatures, or we...
And this is where, on the path, they look up towards you. And this is where we'll pick up next week.
Oh no, but it's not 10.
We got cliff hung.
No, it's not 10 p.m.
Music, we can fight.
Oh wow. Look at that map.
Hold on.
That looks really
Where's
good.
my pen?
And a natural one for initiative, if you're wondering.
You're only not having us battle because the inside of the church isn't done yet. I know it.
Wait, which
Wow.
one's Gudrun? The one all the way on the left?
Dude, that's dope. Oh man, there's the boss battle inside. Man, tell Seth to change that diaper and outvote Jesse, so we have to keep going.
Do we see the large tomes outside? They're the size of buildings.
Those are crazy.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I like it.
Whoa, what's happening?
That's a lot.
Yeah, don't worry, we're not fighting.
What?
We
Looks
were
like
left on a
might be.
cliffhanger of, hey, there's a
Yeah,
fight.
we got.
So I have a new note system that's actually working out really well for me. And I even had this really cute time tracker that I kept track of all of your activities. And it was a race to get the bones back to the church. So I will say
We won.
We failed.
you were successful in that.
So we could have gotten attacked by these bros on the road.
a lot of things
yeah.
could have been a lot worse.
Dude. Oh my god, we almost sent Tim by himself.
Thank God it didn't happen.
He's like hell no, please
We
don't
can just
do
send
it.
Helena.
We're like, no, you'll be fine.
We're gonna go dick around to the square and get drunk. Helena, you take this.
Hey, episode title idea, go.
A
For this?
couple greasy encounters.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be something greasy or sweaty.
I like the grease idea.
Greasy interactions.
Home sweet bones.
Greasy bones and
Greasy.
bones.
Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I do not like that one.
Grease my bones.